So the time has come. The one rebuild I didn't want to make was the New York Knicks elimination one. Usually I say, like, unfortunately I am a Knicks fan, but after this season, I couldn't be more proud of this team. I've been a Knicks fan for 17 years, and this was actually my most enjoyable season as a fan. It's been 10 years since they lost in round 2 to the Pacers in 6 games. Throughout my high school life, 2014 to 2017, they were just ass. Throughout college, at least my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, they were really bad. Senior year, though, they ended up losing to the Hawks in round 1. But yeah, losing in 6 to Miami, a game 6 where I thought maybe they had it after that flagrant foul call. And then, unfortunately, the player that has just carried this team, Jalen Brunson, didn't even get a shot off to try to tie it or take the lead at the end of the game. It was a turnover, and the Knicks did end up losing. But yeah, today we are going to be rebuilding the New York Knicks. I'm recording this on Saturday. I don't actually believe there's any games tonight, so you guys should see this before Game 7 of the Sixers and the Celtics. So before we get back into the video, I want to give a word from today's sponsor, NBA So Rare. I've been talking about So Rare for the last couple of weeks on the channel, and you guys know that it's a sports fantasy game and marketplace where you can buy, sell, collect, and trade digital player cards that are officially licensed from the NBA. You act as a general manager. You pick your 5-player lineup under the salary cap, and you have to strategize the way to get the highest points with staying under the cap. I also have my own uncapped league that you guys can join with the link in the description. Let me show you guys what I've been talking about. So this was my lineup last week. I had Nikola Jokic, Austin Reeves, Julius Randle, Malcolm Brogdon, and RJ Barrett. You get the highest scoring game that they were playing in the playoffs. But this week, I'm going with something a little bit different. I'm keeping Jokic and Reeves in the lineup, but I'm going over to Marcus Smart, who's scoring about 16 points in the playoffs, and we're also adding RJ Barrett and Josh Hart into the lineup as well. Shout out to MG96 here, who had 301 points last week with Jokic, Harden with a 92-point performance, Julius Randle, Bam Adebayo, and what a value play in Caleb Martin. So yeah, you could join my uncapped league, go up against my lineup in the description below. So Rare is giving out a ton of prizes throughout the playoff, including NBA tickets to next year's Paris game. And if you want a chance at these prizes, go join their limited contender tournament. Use my link in the description. You get 20 free common cards to start your So Rare lineup, and thank you to So Rare for sponsoring today's video. So for this sim, the Heat win it all, and Jimmy Butler is your finals MVP. I really thought I was going to be doing a Heat rebuild like right after the playing tournament, or definitely after round 1. Well, no, they're in the conference finals for the 3rd time in 4 years. So yeah, this Knicks team, I made a whole kind of reaction video over on my NBA talk channel, link in the description. But yeah, this Knicks team, I think, needs to make a switch now. Their young core is locked up. Barrett's under contract, quickly, Top and Grimes all under contract, Mitchell Robinson as well. So they can bring back most of their core. Brunson's under contract, so is Julius Randle. But yeah, that's the guy I think that they should try to upgrade at least that spot, Julius Randle, because desperately we saw that Jalen Brunson can carry this team only so far. They need that second shot creator, and I don't know if RJ Barrett's that guy now or he will be. So Julius Randle is that position. He's in that role to be that secondary shot creator, and he was just unplayable basically in the playoffs at some times. So yeah, I'd like to keep RJ Barrett in this video, and maybe I develop him to being that second shot creator for us, but right now he's not that guy. I also want to bring back Josh Hart as well. And the New York Knicks are most likely not going to have a first round pick in the 2023 draft. They traded their lottery protected first round pick to the Blazers for Josh Hart, so if they made the playoffs, they won't be keeping it. Definitely worth it. And no way Okay, so yeah, I was also going to say they also won the Mavericks first round pick, but they didn't make the play-in tournament, so they had the 10th pick. It's top 10 protected. And with the new lottery system, no team since 2019, when the new lottery system was introduced, that was 14, 13, 12, or 11, jumped up into the top 4 in the lottery. It happened here. So we are going to get the Mavericks pick at number 11, which is nice. You know, I can't complain there. I will be, okay, I was going to say sending my first at 22 to Portland, but they got it anyway. So what team actually jumped up there into the top 4? Oh my God, it was the OKC Thunder. They're going to be adding Scooter Brandon Miller at 3. That's kind of crazy. So Tibbs is somebody that could be talked about to move on from. The Knicks definitely aren't going to be firing Tibbs. He's been their best coach in how long? They're going to give him another go as the head coach next season. I do wish he played maybe Randall, or maybe didn't stagger some of the minutes with the offensive creators in the playoffs. I don't know. There was a lineup out there with Miles McBride, and it was Quentin Grimes, Obi Top, and Mitchell Robinson. It was just not a lot of offense going on there. And I feel like some of his rotations were a little interesting in the playoffs, and he probably played Randall more than he should have. But yeah, we're going to be keeping Tibbs for another year. And if we take a look at the mock drafts, who do the experts have us taking at 11? Jalen Hood-Schifino is more of a point guard. Wouldn't mind that because Derrick Rose has a team option. I don't know if I'm going to be bringing that or bringing him back. Now, the Knicks do have some good tradable contracts, like Evan Fournier expiring 18 mil. D Rose, if you pick it up, expiring 14 mil. They could package those in a trade because they also have, this first round pick. We have some other first round picks as well. We could take Grady Dick out of Kansas, or we could take Cason Wallace out of Kentucky, who's a good defender as well. So probably not going to make any trades on draft night. Like, we could move Fournier. I like Hartenstein as a backup. Now, there is the whole, like, they could be linked to Zach LaVine. They could be linked to Bradley Beal. Damian Lillard would just be dumb. That doesn't make sense for either team. And Karl-Anthony Towns is the one, because I'm pretty sure he was represented by Leon Rose, or at least represented by CAA, Leon Rose's former agency that he worked for before being the GM of the New York Knicks. So there's going to be some connections between Towns and the Knicks, and we could think about that. Because he could be like an offensive like floor spacer for them at the 5, something that Mitchell Robinson, like, he has his limitations. As good of a rebounder and offensive kind of enforcer and shot blocker he is, can't create his own shot. He's there for the offensive rebound putbacks, alley-oops, that's really it. So getting Karl-Anthony Towns would be a huge upgrade. Julius Randle was on All-NBA third team. He won the Knicks a lot of games this past season. He was, for a decent amount of time, their best player. But he has been so bad in the 3 playoff series he's been in as a Knick from 2021 and 2023. So we'll think about it. I just don't know what team would want Julius Randle. Would it be a team that's desperate, like the Clippers or the Blazers, or maybe the Suns would want him? I don't know. Because I'm like, okay, do we do a Randle for Aiden swap and then we flip Aiden to another team? But then are we going to get like equal amount of value? Like, are we going to get somebody that can put up 20 points for us a night for Julius Randle? I don't really know. Like, because I think like Paul George would be a huge fit for this team. But like, are the Clippers blowing it up and trading Paul George? Probably not. Wemby goes number 1 to the Rockets. The Magic takes Scoot Henderson there at 2. Brandon Miller 3 to OKC. Amen Thompson 4 to Portland. 5 are the Pistons trading the pick. They're trading it for Larry Markkinen. Okay. And the Spurs are trading their pick at 6 overall for DeJounte Murray. Welcome back to San Antonio, DeJounte. Pacers trade number 8 for Walker Kessler. Okay, Utah is just smoking something during this draft. So here is everybody that's on the board for us. I wouldn't hate the idea of Jordan Hawkins. But, like, do we need another wing? Like, we have Grimes, we have Quickly, we have RJ, we have Hart. We have a ton of these wing guys. Do I go for that backup point guard spot? But, like, that's the one position where we don't really need, I don't know. Because, like, we have Miles McBride, and, like, the backup point guard is really only playing, like, 14 minutes a night. But there's some good options here. There's Anthony Black. There's Cason Wallace. Nick Smith is a potential option as well. So, you know what? I'm going to be taking Cason Wallace here out of Kentucky. He's going to be the backup point guard. We're not really trying to hit a home run with this pick. Just trying to land a good rotational piece. Brunson can play 34 minutes throughout the regular season. Wallace can play 14. And when he's in, he can be an enforcer on the defensive end and a solid floor general for the second unit. And that is basically the last piece from the Kristaps Porzingis trade. So, we aren't going to really have cap space anyway. So, I think I put that 15 mil. Like, I don't really, I guess, need that 15 mil under contract, and we can bring back Derrick Rose if we want to as a mentor. So you know what? I will do that. We're going to pick up the team option on Quickly, Hart, or Hart as a player option. So you know what? I'm going to decline that and then re-sign him in free agency because it is a player option. Or it's weird. It's like a player and team option, but he's going to basically be an unrestricted free agent for a little bit, but we're going to bring him back. Sims we want as like the 3rd center. We got Quentin Grimes coming back, Obi Toppin, Miles McBride. Yeah. So like I'm going to bring back Josh Hart, don't worry. And if I were going to make a trade where I needed some salary, that's going to come from Evan Fournier, and Derrick Rose really wasn't needed. So let's go here and let's give Josh Hart a decent amount of money. He's going to get about probably $16 million per year. So $48 million over 3 years I think is good value for him. I don't think any other team is going to outbid us. Yeah, the Suns tried getting him. If I can bring back Derrick Rose on a 1-year deal just to be like a mentor for some of the young guys, I would appreciate that. Daquan Jeffries and former 2nd round pick Trevor Keels, I'm going to let walk. Same with Dwayne Washington Jr. as well. So we get those guys. Let's see where some of these top free agents ended up. Kyrie and Harden stay. KP goes to the Pacers. Kyle Kuzma to the Kings, D'Lo back to the Lakers, Draymond back to the Warriors. So, like, I don't need to move Julius Randle right now, right? Like, he's under contract for the next few years. He's 28. He's not going to regress. Brunson's also under contract for $25 million. I can't believe Brunson was the front-loaded contract and Randle is the back-loaded contract. But, yeah, like, they're under contract. So is RJ. We're going to hope he can develop next year. We will have some big free agents next offseason, though, with Emmanuel Quickly, with Obi Toppin, with Isaiah Hartenstein. So, like, we're going to have some holes to fill. I'm going to see if this team is going to improve. Now, we didn't really add anybody besides Cason Wallace. And Emmanuel Quickly definitely would have some trade value. Maybe he gets moved at the deadline. We'll see if we don't think that we're going to re-sign him. But he could be our long-term 6th man. Now, could we also get... Yeah, we actually do have a little bit of money left. My mid-level exception, I really wanted to pick up Dante DiVincenzo, but he ended up getting signed. So, I'm going to probably just go for, like, a power forward, like a Jay Crowder, who might not even be in the rotation, but it's just another, like, veteran leader in the locker room. So, yeah, we're going to sign him to a 1-year deal. Like I said, he might not even crack the rotation. I'm prioritizing Obi Toppin's still development over Jay Crowder. But if injuries happen, if I feel like I need a defensive defensive enforcer off the bench. We got Crowder for that. And yeah, Crowder regresses, no surprise there. RJ Barrett up to an 85, Brunson up to a 91, rightfully so. All right, so we are going to go a 10-man rotation here. It's going to be Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, the Villanova backcourt there. We got RJ Barrett at the 3, Randle at the 4, Mitchell Robinson at the 5. Quickly, as the 6th man, Grimes, 7th man, Obi Toppin, 8th, Hardenstein, 9, and Kaysen Wallace, 10. So Crowder, Rose, Sims, Fournier, and McBride off the bench there. Like I said, we have that Fournier expiring contract still in our back pocket if we want to make a move there. All right, so let's see. First game of the season at home against the Pacers. We end up winning 126-115. Jalen Brunson picking up where he left off, 37-13. Would love to see a breakout year from RJ Barrett. Played 47 minutes. Okay. I'm confused about this rotation. All right. There was some like weird coaching setting downloaded here in this scenario, but we started the season 3-3. Not too bad. Brunson's off to a very good start. We ended up losing to the Heat. Damn, it would have been nice to get a little bit revenge there, but we lost to them actually 138-133, and then a few days later we lost to them 136-132. All right, so we are here at the All-Star draft. We are 33-21. Do we have an All-Star this season? Should be Jalen Brunson. 2K does love giving it to Julius Randle, who hasn't even been like that good. 57% true shooting is solid though, and that's where I don't mind his numbers and his usage to go down a little bit. But no Jalen Brunson making the 2024 All-Star game, averaging 20. Like, how does Randle get it above him? I don't know. Brunson's even a high overall if 2K was going to go off that. But RJ Barrett, man, he stepped up this season. 51 from the field, 40 from 3, 71 from the line, 20 points a night, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. We love what he's doing. Manuel quickly. Oh, man, he's somebody that could probably average 20 a night in a much larger role, but we are going to probably re-sign him as our 6th man for sure. So I do feel like I'm losing out not capitalizing on the Fournier option. Maybe I look to move Grimes and Fournier. That could be something at the deadline for sure. Or Obi and Fournier, because if I'm paying quickly, I don't know if I'm going to pay Obi Toppin, unfortunately. I mean, we could just kind of look here at the trade block, see if there's anybody that's good. Cody Martin, probably not giving up Obi Toppin. Norman Powell, I don't really know. I wouldn't mind moving Quentin Grimes in a trade. I think like we're more likely to move Quentin Grimes and let Obi walk than, I don't know, Draymond. Did we get Draymond right now? DeAndre Ayton's on the trade block. It looks like Kevin Durant is hurt, but yeah, we don't need DeAndre Ayton and Mitchell Robinson. We could get CJ McCollum. Michael Porter Jr. is on the trade block. He would actually be somebody interesting to pick up. I mean, like, are the Timberwolves bad? Nope, they're the 1 seed. So I don't think they're moving Karl-Anthony Towns anytime soon. So we probably won't look into that. Yeah, Dame, right? 14th seed in the West. Damon Brunson is just the dumbest idea. Even if we had, like, prime Kawhi, Marcus Smart, and Draymond around them defensively, I don't know. I don't like Lillard and Brunson, like, 2 smaller guards, but maybe it would work. Because the Knicks almost did Donovan Mitchell and Brunson. I don't know. Do I do it? I'm going to talk myself into doing it. Okay, so we'll monitor him. We could also go after Paul George. He's 33. I would have to see the value for him. 33. He could be a free agent at the end of this year. Or we could go out and trade for Kawhi as well. The Clippers are probably looking to reset. I'll see the value on them. They're 22-31 at the moment. I mean, Mikal Bridges would be sweet. The Nets aren't great, and it's because the shot tendency in 2K is so stupid. I'm going to actually fix that for them because I hate that. We could go after Mikal Bridges. I don't know if I want Siakam because I don't think the Raptors would want Randle. Giannis? We trade for him? No, I'm just kidding. And then, like, I don't really want Bradley Beal. Like, 2K, I am begging you in 2K24, please fix Mikal Bridges' shot tendency or just most of these stars for a fact. Like, why is it so low? It should literally be like a 90. He should be averaging 20 plus points a game, not 13 a night. And if we were going to make a big deadline move, I don't know. It's tough to get to that 40, so almost 50 million for Kawhi or Paul George. Do we have anything? Yeah, like, I'm not moving Brunson. I would give you Julius Randle for Kawhi. That's probably what we would have to do, because I don't think Fournier, I can get there. That's like almost 30 million in between. It'd have to be like Fournier and Hart. I guess I'd rather give up Fournier and Randle, you know? Jeez. Okay, yeah, like Hart, Fournier, quickly. I could keep Randle. How's Kaysen Wallace been? He's been fine. Paul George, probably the same thing, just because they're making so much money. I could do Hartenstein, Hart, and Fournier. That's not terrible. I get Mo Bamba to replace Hartenstein. I get George to basically upgrade from Josh Hart. Oof. That's interesting. The only thing that scares me is, though, it's 33-32. Like, Randle still has some value, but it's not like Damian Lillard is any younger. He's 33, but he does regress a little bit better in 2K. I probably have to give up Randle, which is fine. Jeez, I don't even know. Oh, I don't know what to do. Let's see what happens at the deadline. We just beat the Grizzlies 163-125. RJ had 38. So can I work out an extension with any of these guys right now? No. And you know what? I might roll the dice with this team. We are 12 games above 500. I don't think I'm going to make any moves at the deadline. We're going to keep Grimes. We're not going to trade Obi yet because we'll see what he's asking for in free agency. Oh, man. 20 overall decrease. Oh, he's only out 1 to 2 weeks. Come on, that scared me. Yeah, we're 44-23 right now. I guess I didn't really need to trade anything at the deadline. We could see that we have almost 3 20-point per game scorers. Randle's up to 19. Brunson averaging 24.7 points, 7.4 assists. Sheesh, man. 67% true shooting. That is crazy. But we're going to, I think, like, once again, I have to ask him to carry for us in the playoffs. We'll monitor Julius Randle's efficiency in the playoffs because if it's another dud, he's got to go. You know who'd be sick on this team? Jimmy Butler. All right, so we ended up with 54 wins. 54 wins. Jalen Brunson really is that guy. Trae Young, MVP. Over there for the Atlanta Hawks. Wemby gets Rookie of the Year. Amen Thompson, 6th Man of the Year behind Damian Lillard. Wow, they have Amen Thompson, Damian Lillard, Anthony Simons, and Shaedon Sharpe out there in Portland. That's a lot of young guards. So yeah, Damian Lillard would definitely be on the market. I just don't know about Dame and Brunson, but I guess we'll look at it again in the offseason. We'll see. But then Dame's going to be another year older. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Brunson, like, is just getting disrespected by 2K. No All-Star appearance, no All-NBA appearance. I don't know. 54 wins, 67% true shooting, 25 a night. How is that not like All-NBA 3rd team at the least honors? So we are the 3 seed taking on the Philadelphia 76ers here in round 1. Hart, Brunson going back to home. Well, I don't know if they're from Philly originally, but Nova. And we're taking on this Sixers team who drafted Chris Murray, brother of Keegan. They don't have Tobias Harris, or he is hurt. They don't have him. Who did they trade? Oh, no, they do. Duh. He was right there. Couldn't see him. I mean, Obi Toppin just could have done a lot more in a bigger role, but, like, I don't know. Maybe if I did move Randle for, like, a small forward or a shooting guard or even a center, then that would entice me to keep Obi Toppin in the offseason. So he and Hartenstein are going to get about 14 minutes a night. I think Quickly could stay at 26. I'm giving Brunson 44 minutes. Might give RJ 36, Randle 32, 26 to Mitch Robb, and Josh Hart. Might not change those minutes at all. I don't know. Do I start Quickly now? I kind of like Quickly as that pseudo 6-man. So we're 3.5 star defense. I guess Randle just isn't the greatest fit there. How's RJ? RJ's actually a pretty good fit. Hart is the weird fit. Randle's actually a good fit defensively as well. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So Philly, New York, round 1, game 1. We end up losing by 4. Brunson had 34 points in this loss. Damn. RJ got into foul trouble. Grimes had 18 points in 22 minutes. Randle, not the worst shooting night. No. Tobias Harris had 25. Embiid really had 11. Shot 4 for 20, and we lost. Well, that's not great. Game 2. Oh, my God. We're down 2-0. We end up losing by 8. Both games at MSG we lose. Brunson has a good game. RJ has a good game. I mean, I guess Randle was fine. Damn. All right. Well, Grimes has been playing well in the playoffs. We go down 3-0. Damn. Okay. I guess we hit our ceiling. I mean, game 1, we lost by 4. We lost by 8. We lost by 3. Like, all these games have been within 10. We just can't close it out, which makes me think, like, if Brunson's not on, he goes 3 for 15. Is RJ going to be that guy? Maybe. I mean, Randle's been playing well, so I can't really use him as a scapegoat. Josh Hart maybe has been a little bit disappointing offensively since we've acquired him, or excuse me, since we re-signed him. Maybe we look for something different there in the offseason. Oh, Quickly's been struggling, ideally in the playoffs, something that happened this past playoffs. And we end up not getting swept, thankfully. We beat them by 20. RJ with 29 and 10. Randle 29, 14, and 11. Damn, he's making me eat my words. Can we force a game 6? Nope, we end up getting gentlemen swept. Oof, we gave up 42 points there in the 4th quarter. Brunson at 31, RJ 25. Yeah, that was the Randle bad performance. How did RJ... Damn, RJ was really good for us in the playoffs. Oh, well, that's a shame. All right, we just went 54 games in, losing round 1. Jokic and Garland are your respective conference finals MVPs, and let's see who wins it all. It is going to be the Cavs in 5, with Donovan Mitchell being your finals MVP. Damn, got at me as a Knicks fan there. But the Sixers end up getting swept by Cleveland, so we might have a long way to go until we think we can beat like a team like Cleveland. Because if we're getting gentlemen swept by a team that just gets swept in the next round, we have some ground to make up. So draft lottery, we are not going to most likely have any first round picks. Like there's a Pistons pick, but I think it's lottery protected. I'm going to double check the protections on it. But yeah, I believe it's if it's at 24, we're going to be able to keep it. So this pick is actually top 18 in this draft. So we're going to be able to keep it here at 24. Pelicans win the lottery, Thunder at 2, Spurs at 3. All 3 of those teams didn't get it from their own pick. That's kind of crazy. So Tibbs, is there any better coaches out there? Do I like promote Johnny Bryan, who is their top assistant? We could promote Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's dad. Johnny Bryant might not be the worst idea. You know what? We're going to fire Tibbs. We're going to do it. We're going to go in a different direction. We're going to promote Johnny Bryant as the new head coach of the New York Knicks. So yeah, like we're going to have to re-sign Brunson probably during the season if he's open to conversations. We have Mitchell Robinson possibly coming back. Josh Hart, I guess I would be open to trading Josh Hart if like an opportunity came up. I guess trying to move Julius Randle could be an interesting idea, which we could have thought about last offseason, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. So if we were going to look around just at the trade block once again, Draymond Green, Darius Bazley, yeah, just all role players that are currently on the block at the moment. All right, so the 2024 draft has concluded. We made a ton of picks. Amari Bailey at 24, J.J. Taylor 27, Adem Bona 32, and Mookie Cook at 54. We're going to pick up the options on Quentin Grimes and Jericho Sims. We're going to let Evan Fournier walk. I'm about to offer a really big deal for a player that I want to bring in, and you might be like, Matt, they wouldn't do this straight up player for player. That's why I'm about to give up a lot more. Yes, I'm going to go after Mikal Bridges, and I'm going to start with Julius Randle. 29 years old against Bridges, who's 27, but that is not going to be the only thing I'm going to be giving up. And yeah, I'm going to have to give up this to make the money work because the Nets are still kind of cap it. So we're taking on Dennis Schroeder, who's going to be our backup point guard next year, basically replacing Cason Wallace, who was just the 11th overall pick. We're giving up Randall. We're giving up Amari Bailey, who we just drafted in the first round. We're giving up Quentin Grimes. This one is going to hurt. It is going to hurt. And I'm going to be giving them, we were supposed to have a Milwaukee first round pick, but I'm going to be giving them my first round pick unprotected next year and my first round pick in 2028. So they're getting 2 firsts, 3 young players, and an all-star caliber player in Julius Randle. Let's see if they accept this, and they do. So welcome to the team, Mikal Bridges. I have Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and Mikal Bridges, 3 former Villanova Wildcats. We were able to keep RJ Barrett. Now we're going to probably look to bring back Obi Toppin. Quickly wants $32 million. That's so much money. He basically wants more money than Jalen Brunson just got. So I'd like to bring back Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm actually going to give him a 3-year deal with a player option on the last year to be the backup center. We are going to renounce the rights on Evan Fournier and Derrick Rose, as well as Jay Crowder for now. And there we go. We signed Isaiah Hartenstein on a 2-year deal. So I would like to bring back Obi Toppin, like I said. He wants about $15 million a year. I think if I front load that, that would be fine. He goes around $12 million by the end of it. I think that's fair for somebody that could be my starting power forward next year. We are going to take a little bit of a hit defensively, but you know what? That's fine. We could have roll some lineups out there with Bridges at the 4 because he can guard power forwards defensively, and we still have Hart and Barrett out there. So I'm sure Obi's going to accept the steal, and then I'm going to wait on quickly a little bit because I think I can get him at a more reasonable price. So there we go. Welcome back to the team. Obi Toppin, 3 years. I'm $41 million. I mean, when you say it's $41 million, that is a decent amount of money. I also like this pickup. We're going to sign Kenrich Williams to a 2-year deal. And on the last day of free agency, I don't know why quickly wants this much money. Let's give him, it's going to be a 4-year deal. Probably. I do plan on front loading it though. So front load it. I guess it's going to be at 29 mil. That's a lot. I mean, it eventually goes down to like 25, but yeah, we're going to sign quickly there. Miles McBride comes back on the qualifying offer. RJ Barrett up to a 90. Let's go. I'm excited to see Bridges, who will probably start at the 2, or maybe at the 3, and then Barrett at the 2. We'll have quickly off the bench, Josh Hart off the bench. We have Mitch Robb, Schroeder, Hartenstein, Kenrich Williams. I like this team still, and I do think we got better. I mean, Kenrich Williams over Obi Toppin is definitely something we could think about, but I just paid Obi Toppin all that money, so that's probably not what we are going to roll with. I think for now, this is going to definitely be the starting 5, and we're probably going to give Kenrich Williams like 10 minutes a night. So yeah, it's going to be a 10-man rotation. We're going to heavily play Brunson, Bridges, and Barrett. And we have Obi and Mitch Robb in that front court. We have quickly Hart, Hartenstein, Schroeder, and Kenrich Williams off the bench. This is going to be our system proficiency, 3.5 star under new head coach Johnny Bryant. Like I said, we could be an upgrade for the power forward spot if we don't think RJ Barrett, or excuse me, Obi Toppin could be that guy. Not off to a bad start. J.J. Taylor is being mentored by Josh Hart. We're actually going to have Mikal Bridges mentor Obi Toppin, and Emmanuel quickly by Jalen Brunson. All right, let's see how this team does. All right, so we know Julius Randle won't be making the All-Star game for us. 2K just hates Jalen Brunson. RJ Barrett gets it over Brunson, but RJ Barrett taking that next step, that's what we love to see. I almost did like a Randle for Levine trade, which I thought about, but I just needed that guy on defense a little bit more, and that ended up being Mikal Bridges. So right now, we are killing it under our new head coach. We're 41-12. Maybe Tibbs was holding this team back. Minnesota, we could have waited on Cat a little bit. I mean, I was just scared to trade for Paul George or Kawhi because they get injured. Paul George, yeah, has regressed to doing 84. Imagine I had that on my team right now and I gave up assets for that. That would have been pretty brutal. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Portland, Still could have traded for Dame, but he's 34 years old. I don't really know. Julius Randle's been okay in Brooklyn. They just really needed the young assets because they weren't going anywhere with Mikal Bridges as their number one. So, leading the way is Jalen Brunson. No, it's Arch. Nope, I'm on per 36. I was going to say what? Leading scorer is actually RJ Barrett. Then it's Brunson, Bridges. Shout out to Quickly, averaging a career high in true shooting percentage as well. Obi Toppin, 10 and 5. We know there's a lot to be desired there on the defensive end, but we'll see how it can perform or at least hold up in the playoffs. Isaiah Hartenstein is shooting 28% from the field. Huh? I gave this guy like $21 million guaranteed, and he just decides to be trash there. Okay, maybe I start Jericho Sims over him. I mean, Hartenstein has been hurt for a little bit, so that's why. So let's simulate to the end of the year. I mean, we are 42 and 14. We have no... Oh, come on, Brunson. I would give you $50 million right now if you wanted it. And Trae Young wins MVP once again. Xavier Booker is your rookie of the year for the Chicago Bulls. Amen Thompson, 6th man of the year. Evan Mobley gets Depoy. Kaysen Wallace, most improved in Brooklyn. That was one of the pieces they got back in the Bridges trade. And we got Johnny Bryant as coach of the year. Do we get any New York Knicks on an All-NBA team? No, but Randle. Off. Randle makes All-NBA third team. You gotta be kidding me. And the New York Knicks are your 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Shout out to Johnny Bryant, man. We go 64 and 18, the best record in the NBA. Think we definitely improved from last year, upgrading from Randle to Mikal Bridges. Now we did lose like Quentin Grimes, but you know what? I think, Hart's going to be out round 1. That's brutal. Or at least maybe most of it. We'll keep an eye on that, but let's adjust this rotation for the playoffs. Hartenstein played better for sure towards the end of the year. Kenrich Williams, I don't mind, but I feel like it's either him or Hartenstein, and I might choose Hartenstein. I don't know. For the playoffs, I guess not, because Hart is hurt. I mean, this bench is just, ugh. I feel like I got to go a couple more minutes to Schroeder just as like a shot creator there. Him and Quickly, though, just not great defensively. So, Brunson, you're going to get 44 minutes a night. We're probably going to go 40 to Bridges, or we'll do 39 to Bridges, 39 to Barrett, and we'll do 27 to Mitchell Robinson. That will change a little bit once Josh Hart comes back. But yeah, the Pacers have Walker Kessler, Kobe Buffkin, Tobias Harris, Halliburton. I guess Matherin's hurt, or they're not playing him. No, Benedict Mathurin is hurt. Okay, so they're definitely probably missing Mathurin a lot more than we're missing Josh Hart. At least that's what I think. Oh my God, we wanted 7. Oh my God, okay. I guess I was cocky there. RJ Barrett averaged 24 in round 1. That's what I like to see. Brunson at 22. There's Bridges, Quickly, and Toppin. We have Josh Hart back, which is nice. So Hartenstein, you're going to get like 10 minutes a night. I think Schroeder actually played fairly well in round 1. He can get like 14. Quickly, maybe like 26, and we'll do 17 to Josh Hart. Roll with something like that. Do I like Obi? I don't love Obi there. Is Bridges too small to play the 4? You know what? Maybe I get creative. Maybe we do Bridges at the 4 and we start Quickly. I don't know about that. I feel like I need Quickly off the bench. So let's start Josh Hart. Obi, you can probably get like 19 minutes a night. Let's do 22 to Josh Hart. I have no idea if this is going to work, because can Bridges guard Evan Mobley? I don't know. He's got a long wingspan. Let's see how this goes. I'll maybe make an adjustment if needed. But we win game 1 by 3. A rematch from the 2023 round 1. Can we win game 2? Boom. Boom, boom. We win by 6. 151. Holy crap. What an offensive game from us. We dropped game 3. It's fine. 25 rebounds for Mobley. Jesus. All right, game number 4. Yes. Yes, we go up 3-1. We win 136-131. RJ Barrett, man. He's him. He's breaking out in front of our eyes. Wow. Mikal fouled out. Obi had 5. Brunson fouled out. Mitch Robb had 5. And we still won on the road. And we win in 5. Let's freaking go. We beat Cleveland by 40. By 40. And who are we taking on in the conference finals? The Boston Celtics. I don't know. I've been seeing the Hawks do really good in the sim. Maybe I'm okay with this. So we win game 1 by 3 points. We have won a lot of close ones in the playoffs. Bridges shot 8 for 26. Good Lord. Quickly was efficient. RJ had 14 rebounds, 6 assists for Schroeder, but he had 20 for Brunson. 3 steals and 3 blocks for Bridges, though. We do drop game 2. Oh my God, by 1 in overtime. Damn. After I say we win the close ones, we dropped that one. Game 3, we lost. God damn, we get blown out at the TD Garden, the fake Garden. Game 4, must win. Yes, we win it. Okay, we're live. Win by 3. Brunson, 32. How is he only playing? He had 0 fouls. Why is he only playing 31 minutes? Like, Schroeder, do I have to lower Schroeder's minutes? I guess so. Like, I'll give Schroeder 10 minutes. I'll have Brunson play all 48 for all I care. Like, we'll do something like that. I guess it's tough for him to play 44 and him to play 10. All right, like, say I did 8 to Schroeder. Or well, say I did 6 to Schroeder. I don't care. And Brunson can technically get 42 minutes. And we'll do, like, I don't know, more to Mitchell Robinson. Sure, why not? Game 5. Can we win this? Yes. Freaking go. We're down 2-1. We're up 3-2. Bridges with 35. Barrett plays 41 minutes. Brunson plays 36 minutes there. Schroeder's playing, like, yeah, the 6 minutes. Damn, 3 assists in 6 minutes. That's pretty good. 8 assists for Josh Hart. 8 for Quickly. 9 for Brunson. 6 for Barrett. Can we go to the NBA Finals? And, folks, the New York Knicks are in your 2025 NBA Finals. We win by 16 on the backs of RJ Barrett's 31-point performance. We're taking on either OKC or Houston, and we're taking on the OKC Thunder. Shai Gilgeous is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Brunson, your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. If we take a look at the playoff stats so far, RJ and Brunson both averaging 23 apiece. Bridges not far behind at 21. In round 1, RJ Barrett led the way. In round 2, it was Jalen Brunson. And in the semifinals, NBA semifinals, it was Mikal Bridges. So we love that parity there. Game 1, Knicks Thunder. Knicks win by 3. Guys, we have been like the clutchest team when it's close. We win that one by 3. We win game 2 by 20. And the New York Knicks, with a rookie head coach, shout out like this Nick Nurse trajectory here, are 2 games away from winning the NBA Finals. 1 game away. Maybe the Thunder just aren't ready yet. We win 127-118. Brunson with 45 points. RJ with a triple-double. And can the New York Knicks, who are without, okay, Obi Toppin. That sucks. But that could have been way worse. That could have been like Jalen Brunson. So this is an easy switch. We'll bring in Isaiah Hartenstein, who can play like, or excuse me, Kenrich Williams, you can play like 17 minutes a night. Josh Hart, you can even get 29 minutes now. Let's see. Can we win game 4 on the road and complete the sweep? Wow, we almost lost in round 1. And here we are, possibly sweeping the NBA Finals. Like, we beat the Pacers. We had to go to 7 games. Like, what? I guess Josh Hart coming back was that huge for us. And we are up by 10 with 3 minutes to go. For some reason, the names aren't showing up. Wow, some of these scenarios really are weird when you download them. But Jalen Brunson only has 15 points. Josh Hart is currently in at center. I don't know why that's happening. Quickly's got 15. Mikal Bridges with 24, man. I guess getting Mikal Bridges was that huge. Oh my God, I would dream for that. But I feel like the Nets would be very silly to do that this offseason, and they wouldn't, right? Because like Bridges showed so much promise as the number 1 option there in Brooklyn that they'd be like, no, there's no point. The only reason I could see happening is if the Nets are like pretty bad over the next couple of years and they don't own their first round picks. Houston mainly gets them from the James Harden trade. So maybe Brooklyn is like, okay, Bridges, we're about to have to pay $45 million to. We are still not improving. We don't have any draft capital. They do have some from the Suns, obviously from the KD tree, but maybe those won't be much. I don't know. And the Nets are like, okay, like let's just reset. Let's get even more assets on this team, and let's go out and trade Bridges. But then again, like, why would they want to be worse because they don't own their first round picks, you know? So I don't think, even if Bridges is on the market, like, which I don't think is happening, I think the Knicks would get outbid by plenty of teams, right? Like, you could probably see the OKC Thunder could easily outmatch the Knicks. The Pelicans could probably outbid the Knicks. The Memphis Grizzlies, if they wanted to, could maybe even outbid the Knicks if they like would move like a Desmond Bane. The Orlando Magic, like, you offer Franz Wagner for Mikal Bridges, even though I don't know if Orlando would do that, like, they would do that. Like, or the Nets would probably like prefer that over, I don't know. I guess you're probably going to have to lead the way with RJ Barrett if you're going to be trading for Bridges, because why would they want Julius Randle? Like, Randle in this game, a lot more valuable than he is in real life after that playoff series. So maybe it comes to Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine, which I don't think the Knicks should do. Like, they're a good defensive team, and I think they could sacrifice a little bit of defense and getting like a Zach LaVine. I don't think they should do Beal because that contract is really bad. At least LaVine, it ends shorter. It's a little bit less annually. So maybe you go after LaVine, you get that shot creator, which I think they desperately need, who can take some load off of Brunson's back, because Randle did a horrible job, and same with Barrett in some of these games, especially in game 6. Like, Barrett played well in some of these games, and so did, well, Randle played well in like one of them. But yeah, like, you get LaVine, who could also give you 30 plus on any given night as well. And you sacrifice a little bit on the defensive end, but if you surround Brunson and LaVine with good defenders like Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson, and maybe you end up with a good defensive power forward in the offseason as well, then maybe you might be chilling. But yeah, I don't want to see Julius Randle really on this team next year. He's probably going to be back. But yeah, in this save, though, we are about to win the NBA Finals. Like, that's what I'm freaking talking about. The New York Knicks, man. It was such a fun season, and it sucks it's over, but just, like, I'm, like, about to order a Jalen Brunson jersey. Like, I got the RJ Barrett jersey when he got drafted, and I have to get a Brunson jersey. He's been one of my favorite Knicks, like, ever. And I mean, the bar is very low because I was watching Jamal Crawford, I was watching Stephon Marbury, David Lee, Nate Robinson, Quentin Richardson, Mello, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert. Not a lot of like insane talent in there. Like Jeremy Lin was one of my favorite Knicks ever to watch. Like Amari Stoudemire for a brief stint, Kristaps Porzingis, but now it's Jalen Brunson, thankfully. And yeah, the Knicks win it all. Jalen Brunson is your Finals MVP. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Knicks rebuild. We kept a lot of like the players that are currently under roster for the Knicks. We kept Brunson, Barrett, Quickly, Robinson, Hart, Hartenstein, Jericho Sims, McBride, Toppin. We just moved on from Randall, moved on from like Fournier and Rose. Quentin Grimes as well, but we picked up Mikal Bridges. So let me know what you think the Knicks should do in the comments below. Be on the lookout for all this draft lottery content coming. Also, the Warriors elimination rebuild should be out on Tuesday, a little bit before the draft lottery. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.